Good Friday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Friday evening. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, not really watching for too much right now. Just some pretty nice conditions. Again, not really too much of anything. We're going ahead and move our way to the MRMS. We're going ahead and move our way out. Go to the winter weather radar. Not all can be said for the United States. We have heat, excessive heat watches up there for the California mountains as well. And you might even be wondering, it's the mountains, like why would it be hot up there, at all? It's supposed to be up to maybe 95 to maybe even 100 degrees up there inside of California. That is absolutely just blazing, blazing hot. It's for mountain regions. So, like, we get around 95 to 105 here. That might issue like a heat advisory. We've been through that before, but for the mountains, that's a very, very uncommon for them. So they're going to be going through some pretty blistering heat going through. Probably looks like to be seems from Wednesday night morning through Thursday. So it's going to be very hot from Wednesday to Thursday for California. But enough about California. If we're going ahead and look at the East Coast, we do have some rain up there inside of Maine as well as down here near Florida. We also do have some thunderstorms and some heavy downpours going through the deep south up into the Missouri Valley. And then we also do have some rain up here inside the northern Midwest for Iowa, Nebraska, Minnesota, as well as South Dakota and Wisconsin. We even have some rain up here inside the northern United States, the northern plains, the high plains, all the way from Montana, North Dakota, and parts of South Dakota. The west is looking okay. We do have some rain over here inside California and some rain over here inside the Four Corners region and the desert. Not really the desert southwest too much, but it's you have enough rain all the way to your north. We also do have some rain over here to the west of Washington right now, the west coast. Here is our cloud cover right now. Not much at all. Probably just some nice clear skies out there right now. Here is our cloud cover total percentage. If you go ahead and push this forward, you can see as we go ahead and continue this, you can see that most of that cloud cover will try to dissipate a little bit. But as we continue moving it, you see that mainly it kind of creates just like a line of some clouds, and then finally as we get into tomorrow around, it will try to take over some more, but it's not really doing too much of a good job. It's kind of sustaining itself to the west until finally here we go around 15 16 hours out from now. We're watching for that cloud cover to finally encompass all of South Carolina going into tomorrow, around like tomorrow afternoon, somewhere around there. We're watching. Here is our current temperature: 73 in Columbia, 73 in Charleston, 73 in Savannah, 71 inside of Myrtle Beach, as well as 71 in Greenville, 73 in Anderson, 70 in Rock Hill, 77 in Augusta, and 71 in Bennettsville and Loris. Here's our low temperatures for Friday night: 58 in Columbia, 58 in Moncks Corner, 67 in Charleston, 69 in Hilton Head, 62 in Myrtle Beach, 56 inside of Greenville and Anderson, 54 inside of Spartanburg and Rock Hill as well. No precipitation is forecasted for the next 24 hours, and no severe weather is expected for the next 8 days as well. Even though if we do look at day 3, we are under a TSTM for the upstate of South Carolina. Just watch out for some regular garden variety thunderstorms. Here's our excessive rainfall outlook. Nothing for day 1, day 2, day 3, day 5, or day 4. So we're good in terms of excessive rainfall. No tropical cyclone activity is forecasted for the next 48 hours or for the next 7 days. And let's go ahead and talk about the future. So we're going to go ahead and move down to the southeast. And we're getting dominated by high pressure as we speak. That's why we're getting this nice fair weather. But then it's going to change as we get into around June the 2nd, potentially some showers in the upstate, and maybe even June the 3rd, bringing some showers down to the low country and PD regions of South Carolina. June the 5th comes, and it again decides it wants to bring some rain, maybe even some thunderstorms as well, going into June the 6th as well. And maybe even, you see this like a classic cold front right here. So maybe the potential for another cold front pass again June the 6th. And then Nice fair weather going through for the 7th and the 8th. And then we have June the 9th and the 10th coming through. And as that moves its way forward, that's going to eventually try to exit its way out with those showers and storms on the bottom side, June the 10th. And then here's the same thing with June the 12th. It kind of looks like some sort of tropical system that you might try to see. You know, you have the outer band and stuff like that. And that's all that I see. Not really see anything in terms of like tropical storm or anything like that out there inside the Atlantic. But we can go ahead and move over to the North Atlantic, and you can see we do have activity, obviously, out here. Even down here, you can start to see moisture down here inside the Gulf of Mexico. Moisture always coming off the coast of Africa as well. Again, you're just not really seeing that much, so we'll see what happens in terms of that. But let's go ahead and hear from the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time for we have live questions that anyone wants to ask about any type of location or anything like that. We don't have much today, so this might be a bit of a shorter stream today, or a bit of a shorter question thing today. My cousin says, "Good evening, weatherman. I hope you are enjoying this weekend. Just keep on doing what you're doing because God has big things for you. Love you much, cousin Cheryl." Thank you so much for that. I do believe that. My other cousin says, "Good evening, Joseph. Hope all is well." Yes, all is well. Happy that it's the weekend and that next week is my last week of school. So after I'm done on Thursday, so Thursday at 1 o'clock I'm out, and then we're gonna be doing a lot more things here. Especially now that school's out, I have a lot more time to do stuff. And weather-wise as well. I don't know. Maybe if I'm bored one day, I might just decide to do an afternoon update. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and go down towards San Antonio. You are under a mesoscale discussion though for severe thunderstorm watch up there for your northwest. You do have some storm up here to your north. Look at the current hail right now. It's dropping around maybe like an inch in diameter hail. It's not really much. If you also go to the radar site down here towards the storm, producing around 1 inch in diameter hail, 1.25, and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So you're going to have to, maybe watch out as that thing tries to move its way down this way. We'll see what happens, though. I don't really think I don't think it's going to downtown. I don't think it's going to impact the downtown region of San Antonio, though, which I still don't know which part of San Antonio you're in. So I always just look at the downtown region because I don't know. But going through towards the 18Z, we're going to move our way back. And then once we go ahead and continue, you can see that not really much as we go into tomorrow. Maybe a couple of showers going into 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, or somewhere around there, maybe even 12 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. You will probably get some rain around 11 o'clock tomorrow night, and maybe even a thunderstorm going into 4 a.m. on June the 2nd. And that's pretty much it. So some rain, some showers, some thunderstorms. All of that is still possible going into the next 2 days. In terms of temperatures, going ahead and push this back. I'm going to go ahead and wait for this thing up here to do its little loading thing. And then you can see that starting off around 3 o'clock, you were around 83. But if you continue and go all the way through... Oh, this is the wrong... Hold on. Today at 3 o'clock, you were 86. And as you go into tonight, lows around 74. Tomorrow, your highs around 94. Tomorrow night, lows around 74. And then June the 2nd at 2 o'clock, you'll be at around 80, 89, 90 degrees or something like that. Near there. So, in terms of these storms right now, because I do want to talk about that, but actually, let's talk about severe weather first, actually, before we talk about those. You are under a marginal risk of severe weather for today, or going into tonight. Tomorrow, you are under a marginal risk that does come with a seems to be just a wind and just a wind threat. So just a 5% chance of damaging winds, nothing that you really gonna have to watch out for, and then nothing else. So we're gonna go ahead and move that off. And I do believe that you are under some hydraulical outlooks as well. If you go to the day one, you're under a slight risk of excessive rainfall tonight. I should say tomorrow, you're not really under anything. Day 3, this is June the 2nd, nothing. Same thing with June the 3rd and the 4th as well. So going all the way through the beginning, at least the first couple of days of June, you should be pretty good. These storms up here, though, they are moving, seems to be, let me see, they're moving southeast at 20 miles an hour. So yeah, these are moving incredibly slow. This is why they have some flash flood reports already out, just because these storms are just moving so slow. They aren't really, they're staying in the same area over and over again. And if you move them southeast, they're going around 20 miles an hour. I mean, by the time it gets to, I don't know if you know where San Marcos is, it'll be there in 139 minutes from Road Mountain and Marble Falls. If you know where Reedville is, it'll be there in 147 minutes. And then if you know where Duville is, 241, and Monthalia, I think that's how you say that. Not really too familiar with those. But yeah, I don't really think that storm right there is going to be really a threat. And if it does, damaging winds and some pretty large hail could be possible if it does hit you, though, but I don't think it will. That's just my opinion. We do have a couple more comments, so we're going to cover those, and then we're going ahead and head on out. So we have hi Jose, and then hi my favorite meteorologist. It feels lovely outside now. It is actually pretty good outside. You can check it out with the live temperatures around 71 up there near Myrtle Beach, 73 in Georgetown. So yes, probably feels really good outside right now with no rain at all and barely any wind either. So yeah, it probably feels really good outside. Maybe with some wind it may be a bit better, but I'm not sure. Just preference really. But that's all that I have. Make sure you guys are active and watching for this weekend. Again, we have a lot of stuff to cover this weekend. Not only tomorrow, we will be covering our June forecast for the month of June, because today obviously is the last day of May. Then we will also cover hurricane season as well. We'll go over what the National Weather Service is saying, what the Colorado State University is saying, and what all of them are saying in terms of hurricane season. We will also talk about our summer forecast. Summer 2024 forecast will also be happening tomorrow. So we got a lot of stuff. Then Sunday, we have to talk about our weekly forecast for June the 2nd through June the 8th. And then that's pretty much it after that. So it's going to be a busy weekend this weekend. I got a lot of stuff that I need to pull up and research and do all I need to do for those streams going into the next couple of days. Make sure you guys hit the share button, because this could potentially be a big weekend in terms of information as well. If you have not started preparing for hurricane season yet, please go on ahead and start, because hurricane season, universal time, hurricane season has already started, but it starts for the East Coast in around less than 3 hours at 12 o'clock a.m. June the 1st. So hopefully all of y'all's hurricane stuff is prepared and ready to go. So just in case if you do get that hurricane warning or anything like that, you'll be prepared. And if you need to evacuate, obviously. But I will cover, if a hurricane does hit, hopefully I will try to cover it. But if no hurricane happens, obviously that would be pretty good. But that's all that I have. Make sure that you guys tune in again tomorrow, because it's going to be very, very important. And I will be back tomorrow morning. I don't know what time, because it's the weekend, with another forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic Friday night and a great